Hey everyone, welcome to Shiny Hunting 101, a series focused on teaching you the fundamentals of how to catch shiny Pokemon. In this series, I'll be rummaging through the tall grass, wading through the surf, and crunching the numbers, all in the pursuit of helping you obtain one of these gleaming anomalies. In the previous lesson, we went in depth into hunting shiny Pokemon using fishing, equipping you with the bait and tackle you'd need to drag in shinies by the boatload. This week, we'll be moving on to the third method in our list, so let's hover over our home buttons and roll into soft resets. Soft resetting is a form of wild encounters which adheres to a strict methodology to ensure you successfully encounter only one target Pokemon during your hunt. Before we go over the methodology though, we need to discuss the concept of a Pokemon being shiny locked. Shiny lock refers to a particular Pokemon encounter which can never yield a shiny Pokemon, and in Pokemon Sword and Shield, this rule applies to all of the gifted and legendary Pokemon obtained in Galar, the Isle of Armor, and the Crown Tundra. With such an extensive list of locked Pokemon, this fundamentally changes how we utilize soft resets. Soft resets are used to hunt special wandering Pokemon throughout the wild areas of Galar. Knowing this stipulation, the progression of this method plays out in the following steps. You'll begin by choosing your target Pokemon, travel to the location of that Pokemon in the overworld of Galar, approach the Pokemon but do not allow it to spawn. You want to be just on the edge of their spawn radius. Save your game, and then spawn and encounter the Pokemon. Quit out of your game via the Nintendo Switch home button if it's not shiny, and finally reload your game. When you reload your game, you should find your trainer facing an empty area, which upon rolling forward, your target Pokemon will spawn in front of you. If your setup was successful, from this point onward, you'll continue to quit out, reload your game, and re-encounter the Pokemon until you find a shiny variant. After all that setup, let's talk shiny odds. During your soft resets hunt, your odds will remain at the normal base shiny rate for all other methods, 1 in 4096 at their highest, and 1 in 1365 if you obtain the shiny charm. While soft resets technically gain the boosted odds from knockouts, by nature, this method doesn't have you knock out the Pokemon you encounter. This means our best possible odds cap out after obtaining the shiny charm, leaving us at 1 in 1365. Now that we've discussed our shiny odds and set ourselves up for resetting success, let's go over some tips and additional prep to help ensure your target comes up shiny. Before you plant yourself in the wild area, you'll want to do some initial research for your hunt. Since soft resets are mainly restricted to the Galar wild areas, you'll need to review which wandering Pokemon you want to hunt and which region they appear within. As well, the list of available Pokemon can change quite dramatically based on the weather currently over their spawn region. While certain Pokemon are undeterred by the changes, many will only appear under certain weather conditions. The Copperjaw outside Motostoke will always be there to greet you, but Musharna will only appear in Giant Seat during a heavy fog. Since you'll only be encountering one target Pokemon and participate in only one full-length battle, the more research you can put into this target battle, the better your chances at snagging that shiny. Let's say we're resetting for a Boltund. By studying up, we see this Pokemon could potentially roar at us and spoil our chance at catching it. We can easily counter this by bringing a Pokemon with soundproof, thus negating any chance for escape. In the description below, I've linked some useful reference sites that you can use when researching Pokemon abilities, moves, and locations. For this method, I recommend Cerebi's Poke Earth tool, as it can give you all the information on which Pokemon spawn in the Galar wild area. Lastly, you want to make sure you bring some charms along before setting up your resetting. Both the Catching and Shiny charm can be received from the game director in the Churster Hotel, with the Catching charm increasing how often you get critical captures, and the Shiny charm boosting your base odds of encountering shinies outright. In the previous Shiny Hunting 101 lessons, I detailed several additional tips which can translate to soft resets. If this is your first time studying up, make sure you check out those videos so you're caught up with the curriculum. And with that, my list of tips needs time to reset. Hopefully these packets of wisdom will help you as you turn back the clock throughout the wild areas. Since the second generation, soft resetting has been considered one of the most reliable methods of solo target shiny hunting. Whether you are picking up your starter or posting up in front of a legendary, this method allowed trainers to obtain some of the rarest shinies in the entire series. Over time though, this method fell out of favor as more and more gift and legendary Pokemon fell to the dreaded shiny locked list. In Galar, soft reset sees a methodology reimagining of sorts, as we transition from the caves and laboratories of the past to the wild area, thus opening the list of soft reset hunts to all that roam these fields. If you do still pine for the authentic full odds experience, there is no better place than soft resetting for a starter in Heart Gold and Soul Silver. This hunt is excellent for newcomers to the method, and since the starter portraits show their shininess, it allows you to hunt for all 3 starters at once. And with that, today's lesson on soft resets is wrapped up. I appreciate you stopping by for this episode of Shiny Hunting 101. Check back next time where we'll be covering Pokemon breeding. If you guys found this video helpful or you learned something, leave a like and make sure to subscribe and ding the bell so you know when the next lesson comes out. A final thank you to all new and returning subs and to all of you watching this video. I've been JP Firepledge, and I'll see you in the next session. Class dismissed.